And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Zen Joltis Super Speedway as we prepare to find out now who will be Mobil1 Cup Series champion for Season 3. We've now found out that Matthew Rodriguez is the Season 3 Oreo Truck Series champ. He's actually going to be rolling off in the Division 2 part of this series. We'll be seeing him later on. But here today we're going to be following two specific drivers that are in a very tight hunt for the championship. Talking, of course, about Trent Dunham and Jacob Lawler, who come in and separated by only one mere point in the standings, as Lawler is the leader, Dunham 1 point back. Now, here's the thing that's going to be interesting here. Two things. One, mathematically not out of this are other drivers such as Jacob Rodriguez. Also, Matthew Rodriguez is still in it. Sean Galligan's still in the running. So is Dylan Poteet. However, they're at the least, they are 22 points out, and even more than that because of underneath. The closest to both Lawler and Dunham is 22 points back, and that's third place Dylan Poteet in the standings. So they do not really have that good a chance of being able to win the championship. So we're basically today going to be keeping a very close eye on Trent Dunham and Jacob Lawler, because I think it's really going to come down between whoever finishes best out of those two that's going to win the championship. Now, here's the deal. If Trent Dunham is able to win the race, he will automatically be the champion. If Jacob Lawler is able to win his Division 2 race, then Jacob Lawler automatically becomes the champion. If at any point Jacob Lawler will finish his Division 2 race better than Trent Dunham finishes his Division 1 race, Jacob Lawler will be the champion for the Mobil1 Cup Series. If Trent Dunham is able to finish 2 spots better than Jacob Lawler, Trent Dunham would then be the Mobil1 Cup Series champion. If, however, say Dunham finishes 14th and Lawler finishes in 15th, it would be a tie for the points lead, and Trent Dunham, by virtue of having the most wins out of the two of them, would be declared Mobil1 Cup Series champion for Season 3. It wouldn't be the first time we had a dead-even tie in the Mobil1 Cup Series standings. Think back to last year, Mobil1 Cup Series, it was Timmy Pacioli, John Brace, who both ended up having the same amount of points at the end of the day, and Timmy Pacioli having 2 wins to John Brace's 1 ended up being Mobil1 Cup Series champion. Alright, Toyota's on the front row for this event. It's going to be Ryan Cooper. Going to be starting off alongside of Daniel Schwab in the 11. Trent Dunham, the guy that we're going to be keeping an eye on here during the course of this event, he's going to be rolling off from position number 21. So we're going to be keeping an eye on him during the course of the day as the cars are going to roll off here. I think I did fix the lag problem here, so that's good. As we're going to get ready to get these cars under the green flag. And here's the starting lineup for today's race, the Mobil1 300. Well, this time it's going to be 21 laps of racing as opposed to the 16 we raced in the Oreo Truck Series 2 divisions. As here they come. Here comes the Toyotas. Daniel Schwab, Ryan Cooper on the inside. Green flag is out and we're underway here. Of course, we'll be keeping a special eye on Trent Dunham during the course of the day as they split 3 and 4 wide here. Almost 5 wide back around the 15th position, and they're pushing and shoving, beating and banging. Whoa! 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 Joe Smith's blowing up! Joe Smith's blowing up on the very first lap! And they're wrecking! Oh no! Trent Dunham got through that! Oh, look out! Oh man! Austin LaPlante's in it. Connor Breton, that's Jacob Rodriguez, a championship contender there. Adam Chambers, Logan Ryan. Engine exploding on the very first lap for Joe Smith, and that involves several drivers right there. Hayden Klein's got some damage to his 01. Oh, there's Jordan Hester, heavy damage to his number 4. Chambers is damaged as well. Jacob Rodriguez, Jamie Muckley, they've gotten a piece of that incident. Caution is going to be out as we look down here at the battle for the lead. Looks like the lead's actually going to now be Daniel Schwab, with Robert Band moved into second. Don't forget Robert Band, he won the Truck Series Division 2 race here, so he may be looking to continue on a little bit of a Zen Joltis luck here. As there's also Michael Nemechek in the mix there. Pole sitter Ryan Cooper, Sean Henley. Look at the car of John I keep saying Sean. John Cittadino, making his debut here in the Mobil1 Cup Series. It's down to the stripe. Woo, I think it was Daniel Schwab by mere inches leading us under the caution flag. Let's try and get it. Oh, whoa, Michael Harvey in the 00. That car is crunched. Oh, Emilio Navarrete, he's involved as well. Oh, man, tough break for him. He was the last car that was mathematically eligible to win the championship, but it was going to be a long shot for him, and now it's even longer as the Mike's Hard Lemonade Chevrolet has damage. Logan Ryan also possibly some damage. We talked about Hayden Klein, Jamie Muckley, Jordan Hester, Chambers all having damage. Leo Rogers also got a piece of it. I think Luke Walker may have got some of it. We know that Austin LaPlante was involved. Championship contender Jacob Rodriguez may have gotten a piece of it. John Dillon also a little piece of it for the 22. And Brandon Bain also had some damage, and it looks like Trent Dunham is currently in the 16th position in the number 8 car. Let's look back, take a look at a replay as Dunham looks like he is clean right now, and I think he made it through that first wreck of the day. Let's take a look here, see what happened. He was going for the lead was Joe Smith, and just watch right here when the 23 Motorola Ford right about now is just going to erupt, and smoke's going to come pouring out of that race car. And that means that engine, it is dead, and it causes him to be several miles per hour slower than the rest of these cars. He tries to bring it down on the apron so that way he's going to be out of the way. Oh, and then when he hits the apron, the car wheel hops and spins on him. And actually, Michael Harvey got turned by Brandon Bain down into the 23. So nothing really on the fault of Joe Smith. Let's take a look at the helicopter view. There's Hayden Klein. Oh, A.J. McGinnis also got a piece of it there. Tim Walsh may have just gotten through. Ray Wilson the same. There's Logan Ryan, though. Adam Chambers, nowhere for them to go. Luke Walker's going to get some contact from Jordan Hester further up ahead. Zoom this out a little so you can see who else was involved there. John Dillon, as we mentioned. Jamie Muckley. Lisa Shear slows down in time. Jacob Rodriguez just barely slows down in time. I think he made a little contact with Adam Chambers, but not much. There you see Austin LaPlante and Connor Breton. They get into Joe Smith there. Emilio Navarrete there on the right side of the screen where he spun up into the outside retaining wall. As we look further up here, there's Harvey. There's Luke Walker. There's Jordan Hester. Let's go on board with a few drivers here, see what they saw as we're under the caution for the first time today. Let's see what John Cittadino, making his debut, saw right here. He was right behind the 23. There you see it. The car erupts right there, and not really blinding smoke pouring out, but certainly something that caused a big wreck back there. As you take a look from the rear view camera, you can see the smoke back there from that wreck. Let's now go on board with one of those guys we're keeping a very close eye on today, Trent Dunham. Let's see how he got his way through this thing. Here we are on board with the 8 car. Here's what he saw. Look at him maneuver his way through here. Whoa, wow. How did he do that? Unbelievable move right there by Trent Dunham. Getting right down to the apron, and he did a great job maneuvering his way through there. Very easily, several cars could have come down and hit him. And spun him up into the outside retaining wall, but he got through, and Dunham is currently now inside the top 20. Looking for more as we get ready to go to our restart. Our first one of the day here at Zen Joltis. So we'll get ready to go under the green flag for the second time today, but this time it's going to be a restart rather than the start of the race. And before we give you the lineup for who's going to restart where, we'll tell you the drivers retired from the race after that incident. I'm surprised it's not more. There are only a total of 7 cars out. And they include Brandon Bain, Jordan Hester, Jamie Muckley, Hayden Klein, Emilio Navarrete. He is out in 39th place. So he was the last possible contender for the championship here coming into this event. and it was a real slim chance. He basically had to win the race, and Trent Dunham, Jacob Lawler would have to finish basically between 40th and 42nd in their respective division races. So really, the chances of him winning the championship were pretty much slim to none. And so he'll finish 39th today. Not a way he'll want to end this season off for sure. Then you got 40th place will be Michael Harvey, and Joe Smith, who is battling for the lead, and his engine let go, will finish the day in 41st position. Jason Marshall is the leader under the caution. He'll be the leader at the restart. Second's going to be Jay Juke. Third, Robert Band. Fourth, Sean Henley. Daniel Schwab, fifth. Sixth would be Max Skinner with Michael Nemechek, seventh. Eighth going to be A.J. McGinnis, even though that Advocare Chevrolet does have some front end damage, but still in the top 10. Jacob Rodriguez continues on in ninth, and the pole sitter has slipped back to 10th. That's Ryan Cooper. 11th place is where Trent Dunham will restart. He's now almost up to the top 10 is the 8 car. Jack Richards there in 12th. 13th, Devin Wilson. 14th is going to be John Cittadino with Anthony McCurry in 15th. 16th is going to be Brandon Parsons. Cody Post 17th. Zohar Monad in 18th. Then Tim Walsh and Ray Wilson complete the top 20. 21st will be Jake Berg. 22nd, Stephen Dillon. 23rd is going to be Dougie Shears. 24th, Eric Burton. 25th, Lisa Shears. Bob Fergus 26th, 27th, Logan Wilson, Luke Walker 28th, 29th, Connor Breton, and John Dillon will be 30th. 31st will be Austin LaPlante with Leo Rogers 32nd. Then the rest of the cars on the racetrack and on the lead lap are 33rd place Logan Ryan and 34th place Adam Chambers. Now going back to Trent Dunham, he is currently running in the 11th position. Now I'll tell you what, Trent Dunham in a way kind of has an advantage, but in a way Jacob Lawler has an advantage, and I'll tell you why. With the fact that they're both starting in two separate divisions, here in Division 1, Trent Dunham is able to set the bar that Jacob Lawler has to beat. However, if Trent Dunham is not able to set the bar in the first division race, then Jacob Lawler is able to maybe play it a little bit more conservative in his Division 2 race. So really, it's going to depend on where Trent Dunham finishes as to whether or not the pressure is going to be on Dunham or whether the pressure is going to be on Lawler. I would say if Dunham can finish in the top 15, then Lawler would have the pressure shifted over to him for the Division 2 race. However, if Dunham ends up wrecking out and finishing around the 30th position, then I think Jacob Lawler would find it as a cakewalk, would not be as aggressive, not even try to challenge for the win Division 2 race, and then could take the championship very easily. Up at the front, though, there's a good battle going on there. Let's see if we... Well, I'm not going to be able to follow it this easily. Now we'll try it there. We know that Michael Nemechek's starting up near the front. Looks like it's side by side there. Whoa, is that pace car? No, lights aren't on, so I guess there's no caution. Whoa! Sean Henley with not a fellow Ford. I was going to say a fellow Ford, but that's a Chevrolet. And Max Skinner as they are back there getting awfully tight right around Trent Dunham. Look at him squeezing into Jacob Rodriguez. Contact between himself and Jacob Rodriguez. Awfully close off that corner. Whoa, he nearly gets into Jay Juke. Man, he's up in the thick of this thing. He's taking no prisoners, going all out. He wants to win a championship. Sometimes you got to take risks to do it, but tell you what, every risk he's taking is putting a lump in my throat. As we got a new leader for this race. Whoa, Ray Wilson's on pit road. Caution may be out. But Sean Henley is the leader. Let's see if the caution is indeed out. Yes, it is. Oh, Logan Ryan also involved with Ray Wilson. As the battle's on for the lead now. Sean Henley up high, down low. Now comes Max Skinner. Just a few days ago, he picked up his first Truck Series victory back at Talladega. Now he's looking for his first Mobil1 Cup Series victory here at Zen Joltis as he comes down with Sean Henley. Drag race at the stripe. It was indeed Max Skinner by a mere few inches, leading us there under the caution flag. Where did Trent Dunham cross the stripe for this caution flag? Dunham will be 4th place. So Dunham, he's up there. He's putting that pressure on Lawler. So we look back here, see who else was involved with Logan Ryan and Ray Wilson. Oh, there were several others. Eric Burton was involved. Leo Rogers badly damaged. Anthony McCurry is now on the apron. Also, I believe A.J. McGinnis may have been involved. I wonder if this was related to the fact that her car was damaged for that restart. John Dillon. Tough break right there for Penske. He's got some more damage to his Verizon Wireless Dodge. Tim Walsh and Stephen Dillon, I believe they may have gotten some contact as well, along with Logan Wilson. We'll have to catch up on that. Zohar Monad may have also gotten some damage, along with Dougie Shears, Ryan Cooper, Cody Poe. This was a big wreck, I guess. Didn't even see it, didn't even know what had happened. But now we do, and we're going to look back and see what the results of it were. Max Skinner is the current leader here at Zen Joltis. Well, let's see if I was indeed correct with that. Damaged race car of A.J. McGinnis seemed like the perfect scenario for a car to be slowed up behind and just want to get by. And there's Anthony McCurry trying to peek to the inside, has Tim Walsh to the inside of him, and also Jake Berg a little bit. And yep, there's the contact right there between McCurry and A.J. McGinnis, and up he comes the racetrack. That's, of course, talking about McCurry. He's going to make a hard lick into the outside retaining wall, and watch how that car is going to bounce right back out across the racetrack. Right in front of, I believe that's going to be Eric Burton. Whoa, someone jacked him up there. I don't know who that was. But there you see Stephen Dillon's car. I see Ray Wilson there. I see Zohar Monad. They're both on the right side of the screen. Lisa Shears, HendrickCars.com. Chevy, easy to distinguish there. Dougie Shears gets nailed by John Dillon. We see the pole sitter right there in the front of Ryan Cooper. Cody Poe's X-side car, easy to see there. Devin Wilson, the blue and yellow, he's involved. Watch right here, Logan Ryan come into the picture. You're going to see someone get hit pretty hard right about now. Yeah, that was where Logan Ryan, I think he may have hit. I don't know, was that Tim Walsh perhaps? Very well could be. Luke Walker also getting a piece of this. There you see Leo Rogers, Bass Pro Shops, number 24 red car right there behind Devin Wilson. Logan Wilson in the black and red car, the Ream paint scheme, he was involved there. The car trying to maneuver his way around there on the right. I can't tell who it is. It may be. I can't really tell. It's just too hard to see. Oh, that's Anthony McCurry's machine. But there you see Eric Burton. I think Logan Ryan actually ran into the back of either Anthony McCurry or Eric Burton. Don't know for certain, but hey, that rhymes. Burton and certain. Anyway, we are under the caution flag. This was a pretty big wreck that occurred here, and it started with a car I thought that may be problems here. And that was A.J. McGinnis getting turned there in the turn 2 area, and that involves several drivers. Let's go back for the restart. Alright, so we'll get ready to go back under the green flag. It'll be on lap 11 of 21, giving us a total of 11 laps to go. So we will reach halfway when the green flag drops this time by. Drivers out after the incident, it's a lot of them. A whole bushel basket full of them. With Ryan Cooper, the pole sitter, retiring in 26th. Lisa Shears will be 27th. A.J. McGinnis, the whole start of that wreck, 28th place is where she'll finish the day. Or he'll finish the day. I don't know if it's a male or a female, because A.J. can refer to either or. Anyway, John Dillon, he'll retire in 29th. 30th will be Anthony McCurry with Leo Rogers 31st. Eric Burton will be 32nd. Logan Ryan 33rd. And Ray Wilson will finish the day in 34th place. That's going to give us a total of 25 cars still on the racetrack, and all 25 still in the lead lap. Let's go through them now. Max Skinner is the leader. Brandon Parsons now up here to second. Trent Dunham, he's now in third after pit stops were made there. It's kind of shuffled the field around. Fourth place now is Daniel Schwab, and John Cittadino is going to be up now in fifth place. Jason Marshall is sixth. Seventh is Robert Bann. Eighth, Jacob Rodriguez. Ninth, Jay Juke. And Jack Richards completes the top 10 as you see Dougie Shears pulling down to the apron there. I think that car is going to be coming back down pit road for more repairs. Then you got Jake Berg. He's going to be 11th. 12th is Connor Brayton. Then you got Sean Henley 13th. 14th place Michael Nemechek. Adam Chambers still in this in 15th. Cody Post 16th. Austin LaPlante will be 17th place. 18th Luke Walker. 19th Logan Wilson. 20th will be Bob Fergus. 21st will be Devin Wilson. 22nd is Dougie Shears, but he's on the apron. 23rd place is where we got Zohar Monad listed. 24th, Stephen Dillon, and Tim Walsh, the last car on the racetrack. He'll be in 25th place. Well, right now, Trent Dunham looking awfully racy and awfully good right now. He's in the running for a championship in the Mobil1 Cup Series for Season 3. Trying to think back here. The last rookie to win a championship in the NNSCRA was Jake Rogers, winning the Truck Series championship last year in Season 2. Now, that's basically, yeah, that is, according to the records, the only rookie champion in the NNSCRA, being Jake Rogers, because of the fact that in Season 1, it was everybody started with a clean slate. There were no rookies in Season 1. Season 2, both Mobil and Snickers were won by veterans in Timmy Pacioli and Adam Chambers, so Rogers was the only rookie there. And here already in Season 3, Matthew Rodriguez is a veteran in the Oreo Truck Series, so therefore no rookie champion there in the Season 3 Oreo Truck Series. As the green flag comes back out, Max Skinner with the lead, and look at Trent Dunham going straight to work. He wants second place right off the bat. He'll go to the inside of Brandon Parsons. Where's his drafting help going to come from? In the form of John Cittadino. But going back to what I was saying about Dunham and a rookie championship possibility, Trent Dunham would then become the second driver to be a rookie and win the championship. But if Jacob Lawler won the championship, we still would have one. Lawler's a veteran here in the Mobil Cup Series. As here comes Trent Dunham, peeks to the inside, moves the Twitter Chevrolet to the high side, and now with the help of Robert Bann, he's going to try and go to the front. But look at these guys. Drafting help in the middle, drafting help up high, drafting help down low. Whoa, there goes Robert Bann. Bann gets spun. Did he save it, though? He's sliding down through the grass area. Robert Bann saves it. What a save by Robert Bann. Unbelievable job by the driver of the 12 car. Don't forget, Robert Bann also our Division 2 race winner for the Truck Series. So that may have just saved him an opportunity for maybe winning another event here at Zen Joltis. As they are 3 wide for the lead. Side by side by side. Whoa, 4 wide there as the high line's going to get rim road there by, I think that was Jason Marshall. Whoa, they're getting awfully squirrely here. Look out. Dunham. Then Max Skinner. Then Brandon Parsons. And wow, here they come down to the stripe. Whoa, 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 whoa! There they go! And Trent Dunham was in that! Dunham is spinning and he saved it. Oh, but no, Max Skinner did not. Skinner has spun and has hit the outside retaining wall. Another car is also disabled down the inside line. That is Daniel Schwab. But I'll tell you what, there were some great saves made right there. We only had 2 cars, really, that were involved there. The biggest hit coming to the guy who led us to our last restart, Max Skinner. What a tough break for him. That car was one of the best cars of the day. It gets taken out right here on lap 12. Oh, man, he took a hard pounding right straight into the outside retaining wall. Daniel Schwab, we know, has gotten a piece of it as well. As we're watching this battle for the lead coming back down to the stripe. Michael Nemechek now peeks to the inside of Brandon Parsons. He's got Jason Marshall in the mix there. And then some teammates from Roush Fenway Racing, Jacob Rodriguez and Sean Henley. And from what I saw, Trent Dunham somehow, someway, held on to that thing and did not spin it out or hit anything. But it looked like the wreck may have started when John Cittadino and Daniel Schwab made some contact. We'll have to, of course, look back at a replay and find out. As they're going to come off of turn number 4 down to the stripe. No challenge for Brandon Parsons. He will be our leader under the caution flag, with Jason Marshall going to be in second. Sean Henley third. Fourth will be John Cittadino. And I think Jacob Rodriguez. Nope, Jack Richards. He's going to be fifth under this our third caution of the day. There you see Max Skinner being bypassed by the lead lap cars. He's having a hard time getting that car around the racetrack, let alone getting that car. Whoa, wait a minute. Did Jacob Rodriguez get turned? He may have gotten turned too. We'll have to look back and see if Rodriguez maybe have gotten turned under the caution flag. But there's Max Skinner. A tough break for him. He was looking for his first Mobil1 Cup Series win of his career. It's not going to happen here. Is that Twitter car, it is done for the day. Let's look back at a replay. We're under the caution for the third time today here in the Mobil1 Cup, the Mobil1 300 at Zen Joltis. Okay, let's try and pinpoint where this wreck happened. And it was something to do with when they were coming down here towards the start-finish line. contact's going to happen right about here. Let's see. 29. Oh no, the 21 gets clipped by Jacob Rodriguez, then goes up into Schwab, comes down into the 29. That's what happened. And there you see him go spinning. Dunham's car spinning around, does a loop-de-loop, the 360. Oh, Jay Juke gets a piece of it. And look at Dunham save that thing. And there you've got the Max Skinner machine pound the outside retaining wall. And Dunham somehow, someway squeaked through that as well. Daniel Schwab, who had a pretty respectable qualifying run and was running up inside the top 10 for most of the day there, also involved. So he and Max Skinner are involved in an incident here in the turn 1 area. And now we're going to take a jump ahead. We're going to see if maybe something did happen to Jacob Rodriguez, because he was up inside the top 6 when the caution came out, and then all of a sudden he disappeared from view. And he was back around the 8th and 9th position, or 9th position. So let's take a look and see if we can find out what happened to Jacob Rodriguez. Well, here's a look at exactly what happened to Jacob Rodriguez. The thing that happened to him, he was out of fuel. Notice how the car comes and stalls right in the turn 3 area. And he's having a hard time getting that car going. The disabled car, Max Skinner, actually has to go way through the grass to avoid hitting him. And there you see the 16. He just disabled, trying to get around. He's trying to throw the car in reverse, trying to get somewhere, and he had to come down pit road there, getting towed by the tow truck. He gets the hook, as Austin LaPlante also retired from the race. Don't know what happened to the 30. We'll have to try and find out that as well. But Jacob Rodriguez, fuel problems for the 16 car, and he is obviously not going to be too pleased with the fact that he had to, with about 9 laps to go, have to use the hook on the end of the tow truck to bring him down pit road so he could get some Sunoco fuel inside that Ford EcoBoost Mustang. Let's go back to Green Flag Racing now, and we'll try and update you on what exactly happened to the 30 of Austin LaPlante. And now we see Connor Breton in the 08 involved in something as well. Actually, we're going to now go back and look at a replay and find out exactly what's going on here, because there's 2 cars we didn't even see that apparently were involved in something. Then we'll go back to the green flag. Well, I don't think I've ever seen this in my life. Watch up here. The caution had come out. This was for the Trent Dunham, Daniel Schwab, and Max Skinner incident. And watch right here. You got the 30 and the 08 side by side. And watch both of them very, very carefully. Oh, they just barely clipped that 21 car. And both of them ended up sustaining some internal damage to both their cars. Connor Breton, you see smoking. There's the Rexall Chevrolet of Austin LaPlante smoking. They just made the least little bit of contact with the Max Skinner machine, and that caused internal damage to both their race cars, and that's what's taken them out of this event. Let's now go back to Green Flag Racing, as I think we may have a shootout on our hands here in the Mobil1 300 version 1. Well, we got things shuffling around here. These drivers were just in a few laps ago. Everybody else now coming down pit road here on lap 16. So it's certainly going to shuffle this field around. And we'll try and do our best, as we will be giving you the full field rundown to tell you who's running where. However, when you look up at the top right, those positions will not really exactly correlate with where they are actually running, because of the fact that they haven't completed a scoring loop, which would allow us to have the running order in the way that it currently sits. Drivers that are out after this latest incident include the cars of Jacob Rodriguez, also Jason Marshall. Both those cars involved in something. Don't know what. We'll have to try and find out. Also out Austin LaPlante, Connor Breton, and Max Skinner. So Jacob Rodriguez and Jason Marshall, who were both running inside the top 10 for most of the day, they are involved and out of the race. We'll have to try and catch up, find out what exactly went down there to cause those drivers to retire. Here's the leaders the way they run right now. Jay Juke is the leader. Second, Sean Henley. Michael Nemechek is third. Devin Wilson fourth, and fifth is Logan Wilson. Sixth is Brandon Parsons. Seventh is going to be Jack Richards. Eighth, Daniel Schwab. Ninth, Jake Berg. And Dougie Shears will be in 20th. 21st will be Robert Band with Trent Dunham 22nd. 23rd will be John Cittadino. 24th, Cody Poe. 25th place will be Luke Walker. 26th, Zohar Monad. 27th, Tim Walsh. 28th place will be Stephen Dillon with Bob Fergus in 29th. 30th will be Adam Chambers. 31st is actually going to be Jason Marshall. He's actually still in this thing, but he is 2 laps down. And the same deal as well for 32nd place, Jacob Rodriguez. He is actually listed 2 laps down to the leader as well. It's going to be interesting to find out just exactly why, though. Or actually, now they're listed 1 lap down, according to our live scoring monitor there. We got 22 cars still on the racetrack, 20 of them on the lead lap. Marshall and Jacob Rodriguez are both 1 lap down to the leaders. Speaking of leaders, one of our leaders in the points, Trent Dunham. Where is he currently running at this point? He's been able to survive all day long. He's now back in the, well, actually we can't find out because of the way that the scoring monitor is not yet up to date with the live running order. So we'll wait until we cross the stripe to find out just exactly where Trent Dunham is sitting at this point. It almost looks like from the far away view, he's right inside the top 15 still. As when we go back to green flag racing, folks, it's going to be a total of 5 laps remaining in this event. Can we finish this race off with 5 green flag laps? That would be awfully awesome. We're going to find out if it's the case and if that can be done. Jay Juke leading us down to the green flag. She's still looking for her first Mobil1 Cup Series victory of the season, but she's got company on the back door. It's Sean Henley trying to pick up his 2nd win of the Mobil1 Cup Series Season 3. He's got some company helping him. Michael Nemechek, Logan Wilson's coming up that inside line as well, as it's going to be Ford and Chevy, or make that Ford and Toyota, nose to tail, heading down towards turn number 2. To answer the question of where Trent Dunham restarted, it was 12th place. He's now in a hornet's nest going underneath Jay Juke. He's got Dougie Shears there trying to get up to him. But Dunham will actually kind of pull away as things are really, really spread out here on this restart. Up here, a pretty good battle going on. You got Robert Band, you got John Cittadino, and Logan Wilson. This is a good tussle back for around the 11th, 12th, 13th position as they're going to go 3 wide. Where's Dunham going to go? Is he going to stay up high? Is he going to go down low? How's he going to make the pass here? Looks like he's going to go to the high side of Logan Wilson, leaving Cittadino and Robert Band to race side by side for the position of, I believe that's 11th. But how about Robert Band? This guy's had a bit of a roller coaster day. He didn't exactly have the best of qualifying runs, was not up running near the front for all this time. Then all of a sudden he shows up, but what happens to him? Not too long after, he gets spun down the back straightaway, does a spectacular save, keeps it off the wall, keeps it off other cars. It's just a solo car spin, but Robert Band able to recover here with pit stops and everything, with strategy, and he's currently battling for the 6th position with Cittadino. Meanwhile, up front, it is Roush Fenway Racing leading this race, as it is Sean Henley out in front. Brendan Patterson's is 2nd. 3rd place now is Jake Berg with Michael Nemechek and Jack Richards in 4th and 5th place. Right here, we have 2 drivers who have already been to victory lane this season in the Mobil1 Cup Series, and we have 1 car that has been to victory lane this season in the Mobil1 Cup Series, just not necessarily with the driver that is behind the wheel of it. And that, of course, is right there, the Federated Auto Parts Toyota Camry of Michael Nemechek. James Qualls was able to put that car in victory lane a few weeks ago in the Mobil1 Cup Series. So Michael Nemechek trying to get into victory lane for the 2nd time this year, for the 1st time in his career. Meanwhile, don't count out some of these other debuters, as I like to call them. John Cittadino making his first Mobil1 Cup Series start. We got to see a little glimpse of him in the Oreo Truck Series race. Didn't really show a whole lot of muscle there because he got caught up in an early incident. But he's looking pretty racy here this week, no doubt about it, as he almost got turned right there by Robert Band. I almost jinxed him. Take a look at some of these other drivers here at the tail end of this pack. Got Jack Richards there, you got James Qualls there, and Brendan Patterson. Don't count out Brendan Patterson by any means of the imagination. Of course, I just thought, who is Brendan Patterson? I meant Brandon Parsons in the 03 car. Brendan Patterson drives the trucks in the Oreo Truck Series. but not in the Mobil. As here we go, it's going to be a battle on for the lead. No, battle for the lead very quickly took a turn to being a battle for second place, as Brandon Parsons figured, hey, I got some drafting help, let's go to the inside of this car beside us, which is actually a blue car. Here comes Sean Henley high side. It is Brandon Parsons there. He's going to come to the inside line, and this is really some good racing here. But as these guys are racing nose to tail, side by side, 2 wide, 3 wide, I'm sure their spotters and their creatures are telling them, hey, we got 2.5 laps to go here in this event, guys. Hold her wide open. We want to win this thing. You know, I was talking about James Qualls, that ride being in victory lane already, while the same deal can be... Whoa! Jake Berg, some contact there with Brandon Parsons, forced Parsons down onto the apron. The 2 left side wheels of the 03 McKinley Chevrolet did go beneath the yellow line, but he did not advance his position, so he will not be penalized. But going back to my point that I was saying about James Qualls putting the 09 in victory lane, so it's been to victory lane already once, and it could go again with a different driver. Same deal for the 29. Connor Germain put that 29 Holiday Inn Chevrolet in victory lane at Daytona. It's possible that that car could go to victory lane for the second time this season, only this time with a different driver. And look who's battling for the lead. Robert Bann, our Division II Truck Series winner. He certainly seems to know his way around Zen Joltis, as Robert Bann actually is now losing some ground. He didn't get any drafting help, but quite a recovery here by that 12 team after he ended up getting spun out in a solo car incident there when our third caution of the day came out. And we got about 2 3/4 laps to go. Actually, make it 1 3/4 laps to go. When they come around next time, it's the white flag. As they're side by side for the lead this time, a new challenger for Sean Henley. It's going to be Michael Nemechek, but he has no drafting help again. Here comes Jack Richards, offering the drafting help to Sean Henley. Will the outside line prevail as it has done so many times here today? Robert Bann trying to get it there with Brendan Patterson, or make that Brendan Parsons. I'm never going to get that name right here in the closing stages. You can tell how tired I am. But James Qualls, oh boy, no, Michael Nemechek is the leader, and he's going to come down and receive the white flag as they're going to head 4 wide into turn number 1. No, it's 3 wide instead. Jake Berg, like he was going to make a move there. 3 wide. It's going to be Brendan Parsons down low. Robert Bann in the middle. Nemechek, rim right on the high side. Brandon Parsons, the inside line will prevail. Here comes some drafting partners, though. Jake Berg and Joseph Cittadino. Oh boy, it's shaping up to be good here. Find your partners and do-si-do. Or in some of these cases, find your partners and do-si-don't, but it's side by side still. Parsons, then Nemechek on the high side, trying to catch up. They're coming up towards the end of this race here. Both drivers have sustained some drafting help. High side is going to be Henley. Down low, Jake Berg. But there comes Robert Bann. It's now 3 against 2 on the high side. Michael Nemechek, the outside line, prevail once again. But here comes Henley. Here comes Bann. They're going 3 wide here. Coming towards the final corner. Patterson, though, gets a run again. He'll try and attempt another move as they come out of turn 3. 1 more corner to go. Then the long front straightaway before the start-finish line. White flag has already been displayed. It's Michael Nemechek leading the way. Patterson tries to regroup. Gets the drafting help from Jake Berg. Here they come. Out of turn 4. It's the 09 of Michael Nemechek. In only what I believe is his second Mobil1 Cup Series start. He's going to come down. Michael Nemechek puts the 09 back in victory lane here in Season 2 for the second time. And he's going to pick up his first NNSCRA victory. His first in the Mobil1 Cup Series. And what a way to make a debut into the NNSCRA. Unbelievable. Great run by Michael Nemechek. We've seen him put together some pretty good runs in the 33 truck in the Oreo Truck Series, but he's had hard luck hit him there. And my goodness, that's going to turn some heads right there. That 09 driver winning this race. And how ironic is this? The car that goes to victory lane here today at Zen Joltis went to victory lane for the championship last year at Zen Joltis 1 year ago when Pacioli won the Mobil1 Cup Series championship. It was the 09 for Phoenix Racing that he drove, the number 09 Toyota Camry. How fitting, how unusual, how uncanny, how ironic is that coincidence? Unbelievable. Second place is going to be none other than, I believe, Sean Henley. Yes, indeed, it will be Sean Henley. Brandon Parsons will have to settle for third place. Fourth place, I believe, is going to be Robert Band. Fifth place, how about John Cittadino in his debut in the Mobil 1 Cup Series? A top 5 finish. Sixth place is where it's going to be Jake Berg. Jack Richards going to get 7th. Eighth place is going to be the Daniel Schwab machine. Trent Dunham, he's going to finish 9th place. That means that Jacob Lawler is going to have to finish in at least the 9th position to win the championship for the Mobil 1 Cup Series. And how about 10th place? That's going to be Jay Juke in the 26 car. A great top 10 run for her. But your winner of this race is going to be none other than the driver of the ride that went to Victory Lane for the championship 1 year ago, and that's going to be Michael Nemechek, making his, quotes, second start, well, not quotes, but second debut, we could say, making his second start in the Mobil 1 Cup Series and picking up the win. Unbelievable job by Michael Nemechek. For the second time this year, the 09 car goes to Victory Lane. As a matter of fact, the 09 car in the Mobil 1 Cup Series now in the last 2 seasons has been to Victory Lane a total of 4 times. 3 different drivers behind the wheel at those 4 times. Alright, so congratulations to Michael Nemechek. We now know that Trent Dunham has finished this race in 9th place, which means 9th or better. That's where Jacob Lawler is going to have to finish in order to be the champion of the Mobil 1 Cup Series. We'll be following him, no doubt about it, in the Division 2 race. Hope that you enjoy this Division 1 race. Michael Nemechek picks up his first career NNSCRA victory with his first win in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. We hope to see you for the close of the Mobil 1 Cup Series Zen Joltis season finale here in the Mobil 1 300. Version 2 will be coming up very soon, and after that we will know whether it will be Dunham or it will be Lawler who will be crowned Mobil 1 Cup Series champion for Season 3. You've been watching the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. Here comes the finishing order for today's exciting race at Zen Joltis.